I'm doing the millennial pause because Michael Bergen. Let's just have a conversation about Michael Bergen. I literally wrote, Michael Bergen, no. Michael Bergen, this man continues to get his 15 minutes of fame. Michael Bergen, today, to my knowledge, is a real estate agent. But in the 90s, he says, boyfriend, girlfriend, dated, hooked up with Carolyn. He wrote a book, I think in the late 90s after she passed away, early 2000s, called The Other Man. And a lot of this book has been debunked by Elizabeth Beller. There's a lot of this book that people think and have researched that is just not true. Like, I'm not going to go into it because it's a touchy subject in the Carolyn Bessette community. What do I think about Michael Bergen? One is they have to have a foil on the show to JFK Jr. It just can't be like JFK Jr. is so awesome and this couple is so hot. They have to have a show, right? So they have to create a plot where there's tension. Otherwise, this show's not going to work. So they have to introduce Michael Bergen in order for there to be some tension and some foil to JFK Jr. Because Michael Bergen, in terms of the show, is like the guy you mess around with. And JFK Jr., again, not saying this is a good way to look at dating, but she has to play the long game with JFK Jr. And Michael Bergen's just like her little plaything in the meantime. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying I agree. I'm not saying either one of these dudes were right for her, but I'm just calling it like it is. That's how the show is setting this up. And that is, I think, close to probably how she saw it, if I had to guess what she thought. Or maybe she wasn't thinking about it at all. I don't know. So immediately they set it up like she has more passion with Michael and like she likes Michael and she's willing to like hook up with him, but she doesn't want anyone to know. I think to Carolyn, Michael was probably just like a hookup, but Michael wrote this whole book, and because I feel like the book is like disrespectful to Carolyn's memory, because I don't think a lot of it is true. What I do think is true is that they probably did hook up and he was more or less a scorned lover and continues to live in the cultural zeitgeist as the foil to JFK Jr.